So here's the former UFC welterweight champion, Kamaru Usman, and there's no taking this man's legacy away from him. I know he was disappointed with that Leon Edwards fight, but this man is going to get his roses, his Hall of Fame night. Still has a lot to accomplish, though, at least in his mind, right here, right now.
When you watch him in that fight, you still feel as though he was the best. He was winning the fight, and he got hit with a beautiful head kick by Leon Edwards. Kamaru Usman possesses all the skills, and that was one of the conversations we had. I said, I'm very proud as a brother of what you become. He has everything, cardio, he has striking, he has wrestling. He's just a tremendous mixed martial artist. He just has to rebuild back to that championship level, and that starts tonight.
And you wonder if that result against Leon Edwards could actually be a benefit for Usman moving forward. We're going to get some answers here in short order. Beloved fighters in all of MMA, and yet again, back on the proving ground tonight. So here's the undisputed UFC lightweight champion and one of the very best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, Islam Makhachev. You trained alongside this man for years. He has every skill in the book, and the X factor tonight is that his
yeah, that's one of his brothers, is what they call him. Islam Makhachev, though, is the guy that really does strike fear in so many lightweights' minds. He's a guy that possesses wrestling ability. He's a guy that possesses striking ability. The grappling is second to none. And just his size and physicality is so difficult to deal with. He is a tremendous fighter, and he will be pushed even more forward with the presence of his good friend, Hasbulla.
You do wonder, though, if the opposing corner is a little bit intimidated, given Hasbulla's presence in the Makhachev corner. Islam Makhachev. He has graced the octagon. It means we are ready to go with our main event of the evening. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. And now to get us started, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Islam Makhachev.
One of the best in the business, Herb Dean, is our referee tonight. All right, early round action here, and keep an eye on that jab of Kamaru Usman, right? I don't have to tell a lot of you who are listening tonight that he has gone to great lengths to develop that with Trevor Whitman, and that has really helped him set up his takedowns. But he wants to box tonight. He feels like this matchup is a striking matchup for him. We'll see if he can put those words into action here tonight. Makhachev gets the early takedown. That did not take long. So you gotta be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Good work from the top here by Islam Makhachev. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. Islam Makhachev getting absolutely worked here from the top. Let's see if there's an uptick in his urgency here as he tries to get back up. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Close guard.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Makhachev's back in full guard.
Using a lot of good movement.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. Good movement on the ground here defensively by Usman.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Postures up now and lands a devastating strike to the head. Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
All right, so the big storyline in this one, the Nigerian nightmare, Kamaru Usman. The wrestling's on point and the ground and pound going on as well.
You know, these skills are what allowed for Kamaru Usman to become the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. He is a tremendous wrestler, incredibly strong, and you are seeing all that happen in the octagon right now. He is on point. He's got to be careful here.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler. This is the
arm triangle attempt here.
Nice arm triangle setup.
Oh, look out, folks. That is tight.
It looks like it's getting going. Oh, he puts his knee on belly.
So we crossed the 30-second mark in our opening round. Makhachev's back in full mount. Print the shirts, ground and pound. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
All right, take a seat, buddy. Breathe. Great round. Okay, you're doing great at out positioning on the ground. I want more of that. But this round, I need you to stay a little more active.
All right, DC, let's look at some of the highlights from the last round. Lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, man, these guys stood on a quarter in the middle of the octagon. Take one to give one. Over and over, each guy landed, and they both landed very well over the course of that first round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Round two here.
That's a great kick landed there.
Islam Makhachev going for the takedown here, but he misses. Oh, and he gets the single leg takedown. Nice entry on that attempt. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of this back by Usman. Lands the ground and pound strike. Makhachev's in half guard. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Usman going to work here from the full guard. Nice combination of strikes, mixing it up pretty well here.
Nice shots landing from the top position.
Looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Another ground and pound strike lands. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. The ground strikes continue to pile up. Just over 2 minutes to go. All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here. And now he's got the back.
Great ground and pound by this man.
Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Oh, great reversal to top position by Usman.
You need to work. I'll stand this up. Just work.
Under a minute to go. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Usman. Striking pretty well from the bottom here. All right, he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this.
Yes, they have to be mature about the fact that this is a real fighting position, and the guy on top has a lot of opportunities to finish. If he's going to attack this north-south choke, he's got to drive that shoulder deep into his neck, really start to sink his weight away, which will in turn cut the oxygen from his opponent, allowing him to get the finish.
Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. Two men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds.
He passes to half guard.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Kamaru Usman.
Side control, he's pretty safe there.
Hard ground and pound shot there, and yes, it was hard, opening right up.
Getting him out here. Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way down to his opponent's neck to try to choke him out and finish the fight.
Working out, I think he'll choke it. He somehow gets out.
He just had to stay patient. It's so unfamiliar. If you panic, you're going to get submitted. He didn't panic.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Good movement defensively here on the ground by Kamaru Usman. Lands with the ground and pound here. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Side control now. Well, maybe ill-advised to be competing off your back, but he's landing. Makhachev's going for a choke. Oh, looks like he's got that arm pinned in the triangle now.
Arm triangle getting very close. He's got to clear that guard, though, if he wants to find a finish. He's got the choke in.
And that will do it! Islam Makhachev coming up huge tonight.
That was nasty.
Wow, an unbelievable result here tonight by way of submission, and he bided his time there. He stayed patient, waited for an opening, and then when it was there, he certainly capitalized to get the tap here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He does a great job of staying patient. He doesn't rush or panic. You are never safe when you're fighting this guy. You're in a lot of trouble. You're in a lot of trouble the entire time when you're this good in the submissions.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 26 seconds of the third round. For the winner by submission, Islam Makhachev.
All right, so what a performance by this young man here tonight as he gets the win by way of submission. He certainly put a lot of stock into getting the finish tonight, and he did just that. Congratulations.
It was a very tough fight, but he knew that if he did everything right, he can get to his position, which is the ground, and he would be able to find a finish by submission tonight. He did just